You're not tired because your body is exhausted, you're tired because your soul is overloaded. It's 11:43 p.m. You're lying in bed. The lights are off. But your mind? Still spinning. Replaying that awkward moment from earlier. Worrying about tomorrow's deadlines. Still beating yourself up over what you said, or didn't say. And as you toss and turn, trying to rest. Your body stays still, but your thoughts run marathons. If this sounds familiar, you're not alone. Most people try to sleep while carrying the entire weight of their day. They don't know that what you bring to bed with you is what shapes not just your dreams, but your energy, your healing, your future. That's why tonight, we're doing something different. Tonight, you and I are going to release 3 powerful energies before you sleep. 1. The need to control. 2. The weight of judgment. 3. The absence of gratitude. Because letting go isn't weakness. It's the most spiritual, magnetic, and empowering thing you can do before you rest. Joe Dispenza says, "Your personality creates your personal reality. And your personality is being programmed every single night." So in the next few minutes, I'll guide you through a bedtime manifestation ritual that speaks to your subconscious, your heart, and your soul. No hype. No fluff. Just a gentle yet powerful invitation to let go and reset your life while you sleep. You ready? Let's begin. You can't create a new future by holding on to the emotions of the past. Dr. Joe Dispenza. One of the hardest things to do isn't working hard, pushing through, or trying again. It's this, letting go. Letting go of the day. Letting go of how things didn't go as planned. Letting go of trying to control outcomes that are already written in the past. Your mind, so beautifully designed to solve problems, often refuses to rest. It clings to unfinished business, unanswered texts, subtle rejections, and the smallest embarrassments. It wants to figure it out before allowing peace in. But not everything needs to be solved before you sleep. Trying to solve it all, right now, only keeps you in a loop of mental overdrive. This is the Zeigarnik effect, the brain's tendency to cling to incomplete thoughts and emotions. Unless you consciously release them, they follow you to bed like emotional shadows. Imagine carrying a heavy backpack filled with books labeled regret, worry, what if, and I should have said. Then trying to lay your head on a soft pillow. The weight presses down, even when your body lies still. You may think you're resting, but inside, you're still carrying. That's why this first release is essential. The release of control and overthinking. Let's do this together. Close your eyes. Take a slow, deep breath in through your nose. Hold. Now exhale softly through your mouth. Do it again. This breath is not small. It's your permission slip to be present. It signals to your nervous system, we're safe now. You can stop bracing. Now repeat softly in your mind. I release the need to control. I trust that what's meant for me is already finding me. Feel your shoulders drop. Your jaw loosen. Your heart begin to slow. You are not the problem you're trying to solve. You are not the awkward moment from earlier. You are not the missed opportunity or the thing you forgot to do. Those are events, not your identity. Control whispers, if you plan enough, worry enough, fix enough, you'll finally feel safe. But safety doesn't come from control. It comes from trust. Spiritual teachers like Deepak Chopra remind us. When you struggle with your circumstances, you lose the present moment. When you surrender, you gain the flow of life. So what would happen if, for just tonight, you gave yourself permission to not figure it all out? You don't need to micromanage the universe tonight. You don't need to earn rest. You just need to allow it. As you lie in bed, imagine yourself setting down the mental backpack. Let the thoughts exist, but float past like clouds. You are the sky, not the storm. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale. I release the day. I let go of what I can't control. I trust the timing of my life. I am safe to rest. The world can wait. Your spirit comes first. And rest is your sacred right. You are not meant to be perfect. You are meant to be whole. Deepak Chopra. Let's pause here. You've released the weight of control. But there's another weight, quieter, deeper, more stubborn, self-judgment. The small voice that whispers, "You should have done better. Why did you say that? You're always messing things up." That voice might sound familiar, because for many, it's been the internal narrator for years. And yet, we call this normal. We normalize going to bed rehearsing our flaws. We lie down and let shame crawl under the covers with us. We close our eyes, but keep replaying the same mental movie. Mistakes. Regrets. Missed chances. Failures. But here's a truth that might surprise you. You don't need punishment to grow. You need compassion. Growth doesn't require self-attack. It requires self-awareness, yes, but also gentleness. Imagine a child learning to walk. They fall, again and again. But we don't yell, "What's wrong with you?" We cheer. We encourage. We smile through their effort. Now ask yourself, why don't you offer yourself the same grace? What if, instead of punishing yourself for not knowing better, you simply acknowledge this? I did the best I could with the awareness I had. And now I know better. Now I choose differently. That shift, from shame to compassion, is a spiritual pivot. One that rewires the subconscious to operate from worth, not wounds. Dr. Joe Dispenza says, "To change is to think greater than your environment, greater than your past." And that change begins when you stop rehearsing your regrets. So let's do this together now. Bring one hand to your heart. Take a slow, deep breath in. And as you exhale, imagine the day flowing out of you. Say gently in your mind, "I forgive myself. I release the guilt. I allow myself to grow." You don't have to feel those words instantly. Just say them. Let them land softly. Let them settle into the soil of your soul. Forgiveness isn't a performance. It's a process. Sometimes, it's not loud or dramatic. Sometimes, it's a whisper in the dark. "I'm still learning." And that's okay. Tonight, let that be enough. Let it be enough that you showed up, even imperfectly. That you made decisions with what you knew at the time. That you navigated stress, emotion, confusion, while still holding it together. That's not weakness. That's strength. Let go of the myth that growth requires perfection. It doesn't. It requires presence. It requires permission to be human. It requires forgiveness, not just of others, but of yourself. You don't need to rewind the day like a critic. You can observe it like a witness. What moments taught you something? Where did you feel misaligned? What would you do differently, not as punishment, but as progress? Self-forgiveness isn't saying what happened was okay. It's saying, I will not let this mistake define me. I choose to be more loving with myself. When you practice self-compassion at night, your nervous system resets. Your brain softens. Your heart opens. And your subconscious begins to believe. I am worthy of rest. I am safe to let go. I am still becoming who I'm meant to be. As you lie in bed, take one more deep breath. And imagine all the harsh words you said to yourself today melting away. Let this affirmation carry you into sleep. I forgive myself. I am not perfect, but I am evolving. I am allowed to rest without punishment. I am safe to begin again. You've released control. Now, release the judgment. Your next version doesn't require shame. It requires love. And love starts right here, with you. Gratitude opens the door to the power, the wisdom, the creativity of the universe. Deepak Chopra. Now that you've released control and forgiven the day, you've cleared space within yourself. space for peace, space for healing, and most importantly, space for abundance. What most people don't realize is that manifestation doesn't begin in the morning, it begins at night. Right here. Right now. In the quiet moments before sleep, when the mind is most receptive, the heart is most open, and the soul is most available for rewiring. Here's what the science says. Gratitude, felt deeply, stimulates the release of dopamine and serotonin, two powerful neurotransmitters linked to joy, motivation, and calm. But beyond chemicals and charts, gratitude is a magnet for miracles. When you focus on what's present, rather than what's missing, your energy shifts. You begin to attract more of what you notice. Joe Dispenza explains, where you place your attention is where you place your energy. And where you place your energy is what you begin to create. So tonight, let's place your attention on the blessings, tiny or tremendous, that already exist. Close your eyes. Take a breath. Now gently ask yourself, what can I be grateful for right now? Don't look for the dramatic. Look for the simple. Maybe your body carried you through the day. Maybe someone smiled at you unexpectedly. Maybe you had food to eat, or a quiet moment to breathe. Maybe you survived a moment you once thought would break you. Gratitude doesn't require perfection. It only asks for presence. Now speak quietly in your mind. Thank you for this body. Thank you for this breath. Thank you for another chance to align. Feel your heart soften. Feel your energy shift. You've just activated a frequency of abundance. But we're not done yet. Because now, we visualize. Visualization is not fantasy. It's not wishful thinking. It's mental rehearsal for your future self. The subconscious mind cannot distinguish between a vividly imagined experience and a real one. So when you visualize success, peace, love, confidence, your body and brain begin to adjust accordingly. You train your vibration to align with your desired reality. So let's go there. Imagine it's tomorrow morning. You're waking up with ease. Your breath is calm. You stretch with purpose. Your body feels rested. Your mind feels clear. You move through your day not in chaos, but in flow. You handle challenges with calm strength. You speak with confidence. You take inspired action. You radiate quiet power. Now go deeper. Picture the ideal version of yourself. Not perfect, but fully aligned. What do they look like? How do they carry themselves? How do they treat others? How do they treat you? Feel their presence. Feel their steadiness. That version of you isn't far away. That version lives inside you, waiting to be activated. And tonight, you're waking it up. Speak this affirmation. Tomorrow, I rise with intention. I walk in purpose and peace. I am becoming who I was born to be. You've shifted from survival mode to creation mode. That's the power of combining gratitude and visualization. One grounds you in the beauty of now. The other lifts you into the potential of what's coming. Let go of the outcome. Trust the process. I don't chase what's meant for me. I align. I receive. I rest. Surrender isn't giving up. It's giving over to something wiser, deeper, and far more powerful than fear. Adapted from Joe Dispenza and Deepak Chopra. You've done something most people never take the time to do. You paused. You reflected. You chose to release instead of repress. To forgive instead of punish. To envision instead of escape. And that alone is powerful. Because in a world that teaches you to keep pushing, keep scrolling, keep performing, you chose to soften. To be still. To go inward. That's not weakness. That's alignment. You've just given your subconscious mind new instructions. You've planted emotional seeds of peace, compassion, and abundance. And those seeds don't disappear in the dark. They germinate while you rest. Sleep is not the absence of action. It's the most sacred receptive state of your being. It's the space where what you've rehearsed, mentally and emotionally, starts to take root. And tonight, you've rehearsed the life you want. Not through effort, but through energy. Not through fear, but through faith. So as your body prepares to drift, take this final breath with me. Inhale, exhale, and say softly, I've done enough for today. I release what I cannot change. I forgive what needs to be forgiven. I am grateful for all that I am. I welcome the version of me I am becoming. You don't need to control tomorrow. You only need to trust that your energy is leading it. Tomorrow doesn't start with a to-do list. It starts with who you are when you wake. And the you that wakes after this kind of sleep? That version of you will be more grounded, more open, more aligned. Letting go makes room for miracles. Forgiveness clears the channel for abundance. Gratitude tunes your frequency to receive. Visualization programs the path ahead. You've done it all. Now let it work for you. No more carrying shame into your dreams. No more dragging anxiety into your breath. No more micromanaging the universe in your mind. Just rest. Just trust. Just allow. And when the sun rises again, rise with it. Sleep in peace. Wake in power.
Wow, you've tapped into the law of attraction. Feel that positive energy? This video found you for a reason. Let's amplify it together. Subscribe to manifest more life-changing content. Like to send positivity back to the universe. Share with someone you care about. You'll both benefit. Comment below with your thoughts or questions. Your engagement grows our community. Next video, I'll reveal a secret to manifest desires faster. Don't miss it. Join our vibrant community of manifestors. Let's co-create an incredible reality together. Your journey to unlimited abundance starts now. I believe in you.